The happiness hack. Guys, you guys ever meet somebody that is never happy? Or maybe you personally have had some like great experiences. You had something magical, something amazing that happened, but you were just not happy when it happened. Because, dang, I'm looking ripped today, huh? Hell yeah, getting jacked. Summer's coming up, gotta get fit, you know what I mean? So guys, in this video, I'm gonna give you some happiness hacks. All right? On Tuesday was my wife's birthday, and I was reflecting on how long we've been together. We met when I was 21 in Iraq. And so I realized like a lot of people struggle with happiness. Me and her started talking a little bit about that this last couple of days. She was asking me if I was happy. So I felt compelled to come in here and teach you guys some hacks I've learned over the years, going from, 4 military deployments, being with my wife since my early 20s, being an entrepreneur. I've lived a life of an uphill fight. So if you guys are new to the channel, I'm Jeremiah Sullivan. I was a quitter in life, college dropout, and I turned that all around. And I decided I dropped out of college. I chose the path that was in my heart, joined the military, went from the bottom 1% to the top 1%, and now today I help leaders grow and maximize their potential. I help them hit their goals, expand their businesses. But I'm here on this video and I'm on YouTube because I made a commitment to God to pay the privilege that I felt that I got, to pay that forward and serve you guys and to pay it forward tenfold for the blessings that He gave me. So that's why I'm here. And some of you guys have been messaging me saying these videos have really been helping you. So I appreciate that. I've been getting some DMs here and there when I meet. Like I had a couple people come through my funnel and they found me through YouTube, and I just have been getting a lot of encouragement. And guys, I want to tell you, thank you so much. It means a lot, because I put this content out there and sometimes you don't know whether or not it does well because the views kind of suck or whatnot. But the content, if when you really listen to the material, it's life-changing shit. So this hack on happiness, I want to give you guys. All right. When I was 20 years old, I showed up to Iraq. I was there for 15 months. I didn't know I was going to be there for 15. I thought I was going to be there for 12, but then they extended me out to 15. And I turned 21 in Iraq. 21 years old. Take yourself back. I don't know how old you guys are. Maybe you're under 21, but maybe you're over 21. Take yourself back and think about your 21st birthday. If you haven't had it yet, what do you expect it to be like? If you have had it, it was a long time ago, what was it like for you? So for Jeremiah, Epic, leave it. I swear every one of these videos, I probably have a video. I'm probably saying some shit to Epic over there. But, so, at 21 years old, what were you guys doing? Because I was deployed, and I remember I went and got myself a little tiny cake from the dining facility for my birthday. That was my gift. And I had been overseas for, I think it was like a month at this time. And I turned, I turned 20 when I got over there, and then a year later, I turned 21, and I still had about 4 months left, I think, out of the deployment left. So I got myself this little cake, and I remember I actually thought I was going to be home for my 21st birthday. So we were supposed to do 12 months, and this is what happened. I got there in I think it was August of 2006. And then in July, I believe it was, they said, hey, bro, like you guys aren't going to go home at the 12-month mark. You're going to extend for 15. So I was like, shit, I was expecting to go home in August, September, October, November. Yes, that's right. So that timeline is correct. Because I got back in November. So I'm sitting in the dining facility before they announced that we were extending for 12 to 15 months. And I thought we were going to be coming home at 12. I was really excited. I think it was July timeframe, which meant one more month left. And they announced, hey, you're gonna stay until for a total of 15 months during the surge. And I was like, I had already started thinking about what I was gonna do for my 21st birthday when we got back. And I was like trying not to get my hopes up because I wasn't 100% sure I was going to go back right before my birthday or if it was going to be right on my birthday or how it was going to fall. But I remember having that thought process. And I remember they announced the surge, and I was like, fuck. I was kind of like let down. And then my 21st birthday hit, and I remember I got myself a little piece of cake. I went up to the dining facility. We used to have like the M14s or whatever were, like the longer rifles. Like I didn't have, like when I was in regiment, I had the fucking like the short stock barrels and the M4s. And so those were like light, super sexy, but in Iraq I had the M16 or whatever. And it was like I had a single strap sling on it, and the thing draped like a purse, you know? And it's just not sexy looking at all. I remember walking into the dining facility with that weapon, and I went in there, got myself that little piece of cake, and I sat there and I ate that piece of cake. And I didn't really celebrate. My team didn't really like celebrate me. They might have said happy birthday or here or there, but we didn't really do anything. And I had the birthday, but I remember eating that cake and really enjoying it. Here I was in Iraq, and for 15 months, right after they announced that we were gonna stay there for the surge, and I should have been all types of miserable. But I remember a decision that I made when I deployed. I made a decision that I wasn't gonna let negativity affect me. I wasn't gonna let myself fall into a pessimistic mindset. And I started working on my happiness when I was overseas. Now, I wasn't very good at it at the beginning. This took some time. Over the years, I had to learn how to cultivate a happy state and I had to get stronger. But like going to the gym, through that deployment taught me how to be happy when shit sucks. And what I've learned over the years is that one of the biggest keys, the happiness hacks, is that happiness is a cultivated state. Write that shit down. Happiness is a cultivated state. You know how like you can teach yourself, it's a skill. You know like how you can teach yourself how to do a cartwheel or ride a bike? You can teach yourself how to be happy. And that comes down to a couple of things. Number one, you got to get present throughout your day. You got to get present and appreciate what's in front of you, and you got to draw contrast between the harder times in your life and the good times in your life. So you got to like find reasons to be happy. And then the second thing is to take pride in your work, because I meet a lot of people who appear to be happy, but really what they do is they just completely they just completely look beyond their problems and disconnect and escape from everything in life. They drink, they party, they run around and they do a bunch of bullshit, and they run from all of their problems. And what ends up happening is because they run from all their problems, they actually are miserable inside, and they're just entertaining themselves, and they're not actually ever able to cultivate a happy state, because their only time that they're happy is when they're entertaining themselves. So the goal is to be happy when you're not entertaining yourself. When you're just sitting around, you're just not doing anything, you can be present with the world and enjoy yourself. And that's what I've learned, that the key to the happiness hacks in life come from sitting, being present, and being happy with the work that you have done. And so the best day for me is when I sit down and I've done all the daily tasks that I have set out to do. I have made myself proud of myself, and I can sit here at the end of the day. I'm getting bit by mosquitoes. I can sit here at the end of the day, do this video with you guys, and teach you some shit, and really take in the work that I put in throughout the day. And I find that is the key to happiness and is the biggest hack. Be present, be happy with the work that you've done for the day. If you're not happy, if you can't get present and you're not doing the work, you're not going to be happy in life. It's just not going to work for you. So happiness is a cultivated state, just like teaching yourself how to do a cartwheel or ride a bike. You can teach yourself how to be happy, but it comes down to getting present and being and putting in the damn work every single day. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I don't know what's going on in your life right now, but you can choose to be happy and you can cultivate that state. We'll see you guys in the next one. Conquer all.